Corbin Burnes today.
Yeah, took the loss at opening day at Wrigley Field. Terrific season a year ago. Led the league in strikeouts, 243 of them. Led the National League, second in all of baseball.
Offense is going to be what we look at today to see if they can come back to life a little bit. But as you said just a moment ago, never easy against Corbin Burnes.
Ground ball to the right side. Voit with a dive. Feeds Burnes for out number 1.
Yeah, nice play. Voit at first base today with the left-hander going for the Mets. Tested early, able to smother it, and a nice quick flip over to Corbin Burnes for the out.
5 for 9 to start the season, 1 for 13 since, and he's had plenty of company, and now he gets drilled by a pitch. So Marte, who had his season curtailed last year when he got hit by a pitch on his hand in September, takes one in the upper arm, and he'll go to first base. That's the 7th Met to be hit in the first 7 games of the season.
So Marte aboard. He's got a couple of stolen bases, and here's Lindor batting left-handed.
One out, he's running. And no throw by Contreras. I didn't think Marte had that good a jump, but Contreras did not release the ball, and Marte's got his 3rd stolen base.
The Mets need to push the envelope a little bit, having not scored a run yet in this series.
A runner in scoring position with 1 out. And Lindor lines one the other way. That's a base hit, and the Mets will finally score a run in Milwaukee. Marte trots home. Lindor into second base, takes a turn there with an RBI double. 2nd RBI of the season for Lindor, and the Mets snap a 20-inning scoreless streak. They lead 1-0.
McNeil to left. Yelich there. And the inning is over.
Mets get a run, though, and at the end of 1/2 inning of play, it's New York 1, Milwaukee coming up.
David, in his first start, gave up a lot of hits. Had some really sparkling plays behind him that kind of saved him.
And Brasso lines one, caught by Guillorme. Well, Luis Guillorme, a vacuum whenever he's in the field. Able to dive and catch that line drive for the first out.
He is quite the defender.
Not going. Yelich foul tips it for strike 3, and that's the 2nd out.
Right down the pipe.
Yelich has now struck out 10 times in 21 at-bats to start the season. 2-2 to Contreras, and the breaking ball dribbled out to the mound. Peterson turns and fires. Side retired. A walk in, 1 left after 1-0 New York.
Last season, it felt like it took Corbin a couple of starts to calibrate that cutter at the beginning of the season.
That was a mistake, that last pitch, 0-2.
And he got him looking. There's the hook.
That is a knee-buckling curveball right there, folks. His best of the season with the curveball right there.
Again to Owen Miller. Quick and easy 3 up and 3 down inning for Corbin Burnes. 9 pitches is all he needed.
Brewers have done a good job drawing their walk.
Free ride for Anderson. Here is Jesse Winker.
Buck Showalter said, "You're my guy," as Winker goes into the corner. Anderson will be held at 3rd. It's a double for Jesse Winker. Brewers are set up.
Yeah, speaking of 2-strike approach, that was a slider that Peterson hung. Just when we talk about Winker not trying to pull a ball, just trying to put the ball in play with 2 strikes and able to whistle one.
2nd and 3rd now, down 1-0 with only 1 out.
First at bat here in Milwaukee for him, and a ground ball through, base hit. Tie game on Owen Miller's RBI single.
First pitch changeup, just got enough of it.
Offense not one-dimensional here in 2023. Can score in a number of different ways. Here's Weimer, and he drives one to deep right. Back Marte. Weimer has gone deep. His first in the show.
Just hit a 3-run shot out of here, and the crew has the lead.
First run at wearing the cheese head in the dugout for Joey Weimer.
Never ever going to forget that.
Here's Yelich, who struck out his first time up. And Peterson picks him off Adames. The throw to second, and Lindor puts the tag to end the inning. 1-3-6 on the caught stealing, but it's a 4-run inning for the Brewers. They lead 4-1.
Nimmo down on strikes with the curveball. Strikeout number 3 for Burnes.
He doesn't strike out much. Yeah, good curveball.
Now the 0-2.
Fly ball shallow right. Coming on is Anderson. He won't get there. It bounces in for a base hit. Marte trying for 2. Anderson's throw, close play, but he beat it. Marte headfirst sliding for a double. Well, Keith mentioned it earlier. You don't lose anything playing Anderson at right because he has that cannon of an arm. And he nearly threw out Marte trying to stretch.
Here's Lindor from the left side.
That's ripped to right field by Lindor, and that's down for a base hit, and that'll bring in Marte. Lindor's second RBI of the day, and the Mets slice the Brewers lead to 4-2. So Francisco Lindor, a double to left, now a single to right. He's driven in both Met runs. And 1 out and 1 on for Alonso, who struck out his first time up. And Pete golfs one in the air to right field. It's deep. Back goes Anderson in the warning track at the wall. It's out of here. Pete Alonso ties the game with an opposite field 2-run homer. Alonso's second home run of the year, and it's 4-4 in the third. The Mets needed for Lindor and Alonso to get going, and they both have done that. They've combined to drive in all 4 Met runs to get this game even. And a swing and a miss at another slider, and Peterson's got his 4th strikeout. Second time he's gotten Yelich, who's now struck out 11 times in his first 21 at-bats. Here's Jesse Winker, who doubled down the right field line and scored a run in the second. And Winker lines one right to Lindor. Peterson had to go down to avoid being struck by that ball, but Lindor was playing perfectly behind the bag, and that ends the inning.
Burns is ready. And the pitch, line to center, and diving and a grab. Joey Wiemer. Wow. If it gets by him, it's run all day for Marte.
What a play by Joey Wiemer. Have yourself a day, kid.
Lindor, who's 2 for 2 and drove in the first 2 Met runs. And Lindor lines one down the line for his 3rd hit of the day. This one will go back to the wall. With his second double of the game, he's 3 for 3. So Francisco came into the day 2 for 18 on the season, has broken out in a big way.
Alonso came into the day 3 for 22 and clearly felt that something needed to change, so he shaved his mustache. And also the start of the season on the left, he was using that hockey puck at the bottom, clearly wasn't working, so today went back to the axe handle bat and has himself a home run.
And he drives one deep to left center field. Back in the gap goes Wiemer, looking up, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso with his second home run of the day. A 2-run shot to put the Mets in front. Alonso powers one to left center. His 3rd home run of the year, his 2nd in 2 at-bats today, and it's 6-4 New York.
All 4 runs for the Crew scoring in the 2nd inning. Voit a bullet into left center. Canna trying to cut it off. He will, but Yelich streaks for 3rd. Brewers are set up.
Be nice to get that guy swinging the bat, get him hot. Hits in his last 2 at-bats.
Now it's Jesse Winker.
Winker into the gap in right center. Gonna tie the game as Winker delivers an extra base hit. 6-all.
2 strikes, 2 outs. Huge hit for Jesse Winker after Voit able to steal a base.
2 down, 3-2 coming to Terang. He got him looking. Fastball right down the middle, and Terang took it for strike 3. Brewers get even on Winker's 2-run double. It's 6-6 after 5. 2-1 coming. Anderson hits it toward the hole. That's going to sneak through. Oh, it hit the runner. And so the out for the 3rd out of the inning. Contreras gets hit by the batted ball. Give Anderson credit for a hit. Give the put out to Alonso. And that's how the inning comes to an end.
Tied at 6.
Garrett Mitchell will be the first man up against Ottavino.
And the pitch.
Mitchell, deep right. Forget about it.
He just hit a walk-off out of here. And the Brewers have swept the New York Mets.
2 homers last night and 1 this afternoon. What a series for the Brew Crew and the Big Fly.
There's something special they've got going right now.